My name is Aaron, and I'm the invisible grandson. Not literally invisible, but in my family, I might as well be a ghost. I'm 27, work as an EMT, and run a small health awareness YouTube channel with about 15K subscribers. My older sister Chelsea is the golden child. Harvard MBA, six-figure salary, daddy's little princess. I'm just the guy who saves lives for 40 grand a year and makes cute little videos about first aid. But the most important person in my world was my grandmother, Lucille. Grandma Lucy was 82, sharp as a tack, and the only family member who ever believed in my work. She'd watch every single one of my videos, share them on Facebook, and tell everyone at her bridge club about her doctor grandson, even though I kept explaining I wasn't actually a doctor. Grandma Lucy was loaded, not just comfortable. We're talking 8-figure trust fund, multiple properties, the works. She'd built a small empire through smart investments and real estate deals that would make Warren Buffett jealous. The family had always circled around her money like vultures, but she kept everyone at arm's length with her razor-sharp wit and iron will. Then, everything changed. 6 months ago, Chelsea convinced Grandma Lucy to move into Rosewood Haven, this ultra-luxury nursing home in Dallas. "It's for your safety, Grandma," Chelsea kept saying. "You need professional care." The place looked like a 5-star resort. Marble floors, gourmet dining, spa services. Cost about 8 grand a month, but money wasn't an issue for Grandma Lucy. At first, she seemed fine, but within 2 months, something was wrong. When I visited, she was different. Sluggish, confused, not the sharp woman I knew. "I feel so foggy, Aaron," she'd tell me. "They keep giving me all these pills, but I don't remember what they're for." The staff would always have some explanation. "It's just her age," they'd say. "The transition is hard." But I'm an EMT. I know what overmedication looks like, and this had all the signs. That's when I started digging. The medical director at Rosewood Haven was my Uncle Ray, my dad's brother. Ray had always been the family disappointment until he somehow landed this cushy gig. Suddenly he's driving a Porsche and living in a mansion. When I asked him about Grandma Lucy's medications, he got defensive. "You're not a doctor, Aaron. Leave the medical decisions to the professionals." But something didn't add up. I started researching Rosewood Haven online, and the reviews were weird. Tons of 5-star ratings, but they all sounded fake. Same writing style, posted in clusters. The person managing their online reputation was listed as Lena Martinez, my fiancée of 3 years. My world tilted. Lena, the woman I was planning to marry, was working for the place that was drugging my grandmother. When I confronted her, she had a perfect explanation. "It's just freelance PR work, babe. I didn't even know your grandmother was there when I started." But the timing was too convenient. She'd started working for them right after Grandma Lucy moved in. I started watching more carefully. During family visits, I noticed patterns. Chelsea always had this folder of papers she'd have Grandma Lucy sign. "Just some routine financial stuff, Grandma. Don't worry about it." But Grandma Lucy's handwriting was getting shakier each time. The breaking point came when I found out Chelsea had been named power of attorney. Not just for medical decisions, for everything. The woman who'd barely visited Grandma Lucy in years suddenly had control over an 8-figure estate. That's when I realized I wasn't dealing with one betrayal. I was dealing with 3. Ray was over-medicating residents to justify higher insurance payouts. Chelsea was using the power of attorney to siphon money from Grandma Lucy's accounts, and Lena was covering it up, creating fake reviews and suppressing complaints from families like mine. They thought I was just the dumb grandson who drove an ambulance. They were about to learn that EMTs have skills they didn't expect. I spent the next month gathering evidence. During family day visits, I wore a hidden body camera, the same kind we use for training at the ambulance service. I documented every conversation, every medication interaction, every shady paper signing session. But the real goldmine was digital. Lena had made a crucial mistake. She'd connected to the nursing home's Wi-Fi on her personal laptop during one of our visits. I used a Wi-Fi hacking tool I learned about from cybersecurity training to get into their network. What I found was horrifying. The electronic medical records showed Grandma Lucy was getting triple the normal dose of Ativan and Risperol, drugs that would keep her docile and confused. The insurance claims were billing for high acuity care that justified premium rates, and there were dozens of other residents getting the same treatment. I found deleted emails between Ray and a pharmaceutical sales rep discussing enhanced patient compliance protocols, basically how to drug people into submission while maximizing profit. But the smoking gun was Chelsea's activity. Bank records showed systematic withdrawals from Grandma Lucy's accounts, small enough to avoid automatic flags, but adding up to over $400,000 in 6 months. The money was going to Chelsea's personal accounts, justified by forged receipts for care expenses and medical equipment. And Lena? Her social media management contract with Rosewood Haven included bonuses for maintaining their 5-star rating and reputation management, which meant suppressing negative reviews and complaints from families like mine. I had them dead to rights, but I needed the perfect moment to expose them all. That moment came when Lena announced she'd landed a huge contract. Rosewood Haven was hosting a press conference with the Texas Department of Health Services to showcase their innovative care model. State officials, health inspectors, and media would all be there, and it was going to be live streamed on the department's official YouTube channel. This could launch my PR career into the stratosphere, Lena told me excitedly, not realizing she was handing me the perfect platform for her own destruction. The day of the press conference arrived. The main conference room at Rosewood Haven was packed with officials, reporters, and cameras. Uncle Ray was on the panel as the innovative medical director. Chelsea was there as the family representative, talking about the wonderful care Grandma Lucy was receiving, and Lena was managing the live stream, making sure everything looked perfect. They'd forgotten that, as Grandma Lucy's family, I had access to the building any time. 20 minutes into the press conference, as Ray was explaining their personalized medication protocols, I walked into the back of the room. I had my laptop, a portable projector, and 6 months of evidence. "Excuse me," I said, loud enough for the microphones to pick up. "I think there's something the Department of Health Services needs to see." Before anyone could stop me, I connected my projector to their presentation system. The live stream was still running, broadcasting to thousands of viewers on the official state YouTube channel. First, I played the hidden camera footage. Crystal clear video of Ray instructing nurses to increase the Ativan dose for Grandma Lucy and other residents who were asking too many questions. Audio of him telling staff to keep them comfortable and compliant while billing for maximum insurance coverage. Then I showed the bank records. Chelsea's systematic theft documented down to the penny. The forged power of attorney documents, the fake medical expense receipts. And finally, I exposed Lena's operation. Screenshots of her fake review campaigns, emails where she discussed neutralizing negative feedback and managing difficult families. The room was dead silent except for my narration. My grandmother is being systematically drugged and robbed by 3 people she trusted most: her son, her granddaughter, and the woman I was planning to marry, and they're doing it to dozens of other families. The state health inspector was on her feet, already making phone calls. The reporters were swarming. Ray looked like he was about to have a heart attack. Chelsea was trying to slip out the back, but there were already investigators blocking the exits. And Lena? She was standing at the livestream controls, watching her career and our relationship implode in real time, broadcast to thousands of people. "Aaron, you don't understand," she started to say. "I understand perfectly. I understand that you've been helping them abuse elderly people for money. I understand that you've been lying to me for 3 years. And I understand that this conversation is being live streamed to the entire state of Texas." The aftermath was swift and brutal. Ray and Chelsea were both arrested that afternoon on charges of elder abuse, fraud, and grand larceny. Lena was fired immediately and later indicted for conspiracy. The state pulled Rosewood Haven's license within a week. But the real victory was Grandma Lucy. Once we got her off the excessive medication and into proper care, she bounced back like a warrior she'd always been. "I knew something was wrong," she told me. "I just couldn't think clearly enough to fight back." The video of the press conference went viral. My little health awareness channel exploded from 15K to over 1 million subscribers in 2 weeks. Major news networks picked up the story. I was invited to testify before Congress about elder abuse. But the best part? Grandma Lucy decided to fund a nonprofit called Elder Watch with me as the director. We use hidden cameras, digital forensics, and whistleblower networks to expose abuse in care facilities across the country. Chelsea and Ray both got 5 years in federal prison. Lena got 2 years and lost her PR license permanently. Rosewood Haven faced a class action lawsuit that cost them everything. And me? I learned that being invisible isn't always a weakness. Sometimes it's exactly what you need to see the truth that everyone else is trying to hide. Grandma Lucy's 83 now, living in a legitimate care facility with actual medical oversight. She still watches every one of my videos, shares them on Facebook, and tells everyone about her detective grandson. This time, I don't correct her.